And now, Brave Nation, it is time for our main event of the evening. This main event is sanctioned by the Pakistan MMA Federation. Your three judges scoring the barcade side are Sheriff Babu, Borie Altajar, Vishal Bairamov. Your referee in charge of the action is Deki, the Bandit Larkin. Brave Nation, the two warriors are ready to collide inside the Brave Arena. Brave Nation, this is your main event of the evening. Two men enter, only one man will leave with his arm raised in victory. Who will come out on top in this amazing main event? There is only one way to find out. Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, I have one question for you, and one question only to all those watching right here in Lahore, Pakistan, and the millions watching around the world. Are you ready? Introducing your first warrior, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 9 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs 66.2 kilos. Representing Gladiator and fighting out of Kazakhstan, presenting Rauan Bekbolat. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 12 wins and just 2 losses. He stands 175 centimeters tall and weighs 66 kilos. Representing Scorpion MMA Odessa and fighting out of the Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Omar the Scorpion Solomanov. Your referee in charge of the action is Dek the Bandit Larkin.
Once again, big thanks to Top 10, the global apparel sponsor for Brave Combat Federation. Brave Nation, this is the 10th and final fight. This is the main event of Brave Combat Federation 85. The greatest event in the history of Pakistan mixed martial arts.
And the thing I love about this fight is Omar Solomanov could have rested on his laurels and waited for his title shot. He is a fighter. What do fighters do, Carrick?
They fight.
Correct, my brother. Let's go. Main event time. Both these fighters southpaw, as you've alluded to, which adds a real interest and complexity to it. As a southpaw myself, I never in my career fought a southpaw.
I'm racking my brains to come up with the last time I've seen a southpaw versus southpaw fight. Solomanov in on those hips. He's got the hands together, and that is usually indication they're going down. Nice guard, nice tight guard.
Bekbolat trying to get in on the guillotine.
He's in pretty tight on that neck, elbows a little high.
Carrick, if there is ever a time to get a guillotine, it's at this stage of the fight where both guys aren't slick with sweat. But he's staying on this neck. Carrick doesn't have the hands quite connected. We can see that.
Solomanov wisely passing.
Solomanov so intelligent in these positions. Pops the head out. Playing a little bit of whack-a-mole. Both these fighters have 2 submission wins apiece altogether. They have 15 wins by way of KO or TKO. 8 for Solomanov, 7 for Bekbolat. And if you think about it, Bekbolat for me is the more dangerous fighter standing. That beautiful switch knee that he throws, so long and rangy. So it's very smart work from Omar Solomanov to close the distance, get the takedown, and go to work.
And he is very, very smart. He's got one of the top fight IQs in this organization. He's got a complete skill set to back it up. He's doing exactly what he should do. Put his opponent on the back, get him close to that fence so there's no real submission opportunities, and start to beat him down.
Omar Solomanov has not lost in professional MMA since May of 2014. That's over 10 years, man.
Decade, 11 fights. It is one incredible legacy.
A decade of dominance, my friend. Ukrainian national champion in no-gi ADCC competition. Oh, he's setting up a head arm.
Looking for that arm triangle. It was quickly denied, but the beginnings of it were there.
Is he smiling? That's a man who just enjoys combat. He's borderline awkward in his approach to grappling, his approach to striking, and I don't think he knows what he's going to do. So if he doesn't know what he's going to do, how is his opponent going to try and figure that out?
Well, he's in a little bit of a key lock here. Let's see how he might even try and reverse it. May just plink away with elbows. Those elbows actually can break a rib from there.
Incredible dexterity. That's a real hallmark of Omar Solomanov's game.
We've seen Solomanov train many times. He's got the flexibility of a top yogi.
What,
full splits.
The bear?
The other one.
Oh, right, my bad. Trying to hit that Kimura with the sweep. Solomanov trying to use the cage, but beautiful work from Bekbolat to get himself back to his feet. Watch out for a pop knee coming in from the southpaw savant. Oh, thought about the knee, got hit with a leaping hook. Solomanov trying to get in on that single. Beautiful balance being exhibited here by Bekbolat.
Scorpion is just on fire. He's not having his way with everything, but he is on fire.
As we alluded to in the pre-show, Solomanov was meant to fight for the title here tonight, but rather than sit out and wait for champion Nemat Abrashitov, he decided he wanted to fight. So perhaps if he doesn't get the win tonight, could it be a sting in the tail for the Scorpion, Kirik?
I see him getting the win so far tonight, Phil. Looking to shelf those legs, unsuccessful. One of the wild things he does on the mat is sometimes he'll let his opponent do what the opponent's trying to do. He'll let an opponent up halfway
just to give them
and
enough
then
space.
stuff it right in the middle.
Yeah, he lets them exude a little bit or get rid of a little bit of energy. He's just a Ukrainian fire blanket when he's on top, man. Great job of shutting down what his opponent is trying to do while simultaneously imposing his own game plan and advancing his own position.
And he's also landing hard shots from top. We can hear the noise of them. I'm not sure how they appear on television, but these are big shots. These are causing damage.
Just finding those little spaces. Is there a cut on the head of Omar Solomanov? Is he a little bit bloodied up?
He may have caught an elbow or two from bottom.
Interesting.
Round ends. Phil, not too hard a one to call.
No. For me, conclusively, unassailably, that is a 10-man round for Omar Solomanov. But he's taking away the most dangerous tools in the arsenal of Rauan Bekbolat. That being the striking, that being the knees that he uses to cover distance. Super intelligent game planning from Omar Solomanov.
What do you think about this, Phil, when fighters don't even take a seat? They stay standing. Certainly from a psychological perspective, it's bad A-double-A. Can't say on television, but
there's also a theory that when you sit down, that you're straining the muscles in by just that process of having to stand up again.
Stand.
Yeah. But also, like you say, it just looks badass if you're standing across, staring down your opponent while he's sitting down.
Mighty Kimura from guard by Rauan was unsuccessful, but certainly it was his greatest moment in the fight thus far. He's probably thinking about throwing that big knee, but he's got to be thinking about setting it up a little bit better. Cannot throw that knee naked.
No, you definitely need to be wearing shorts. Kirik, that's a different sport entirely. Oh, that landed right in the Chevy Chase. He took that.
Certainly hit the beard. Not sure if it hit the chin underneath it. Trying to get him right back.
Beautiful rear hand. Solomanov showing just how tough he is in every facet of the game.
Phil, I love Scorpion. You kick him in the chin, he's like, I'm going to kick you in the chin. Follows it up with a punch. Gets a takedown, raining down trouble now.
Momentarily had the crucifix position. Every fight I have seen of Omar Solomanov's, he is entertaining from start to finish. He is a little unorthodox jukebox.
Opponents up, fingers are locked, they're going to be down again. Ukraine Airways now landing on runway Brave.
Sitting in the half guard anchor position right now. Just trying to find those little pockets of space. Beautiful crashing elbow from the Scorpion.
Nice elbows coming up bottom from Rauan as well.
Beautiful little Dagestani handcuff right now.
Yeah, it is. Getting to punch his opponent in the face a few times unanswered as a special reward.
Nice little elbows from bottom from Bekbolat.
Little smother there, very smart technique. Put your hand over your opponent's mouth and nose, make him react, take advantage of the reaction.
The thing is, like, sometimes Omar Solomanov, he'll look tired after a minute, but that is just his general demeanor. He's a really chill, borderline lethargic looking dude, but he can continue a pace like this from bell to bell. He's already proved he can take a shot. Man can take a licking and keep on ticking.
We're also watching his fight IQ in action. He took a bunch of elbows to the head and he figured out how to solve it. Right, he blocked once, but he's rising up a little bit higher, taking advantage of that. I don't expect to see him hitting the head with elbows anymore. That's how smart he is.
Momentarily, he looked like he was trying to set up a head-on triangle. Right now, in the full mount position. So easy to take the back in a situation like this.
Excellent escape from Rauan. Got right out of that mount handily, but
Rauan, no slouch on the ground either. Solomanov just bearing his head into the chest of his opponent.
Elbow coming in, right behind the ear. Perfect placement, beautiful setup.
Rauan has that figure four grip again, that Kimura grip on the left arm.
Used it once to reverse positions. It's really hard, Phil, to do the same thing to Omar Solomanov twice, though.
He's so good at just grounding himself in these positions. Hammer fist to the body. You can hear the thud of these. That's not a slap, that's not a smack, that's a dull thud.
When you do something to Omar Solomanov, like that sweep off the key lock attempt, you just don't get two chances to do it. Looking to cradle, maybe?
Must also be said that both these guys are huge featherweights.
Yeah, as I said in the pre-fight show, they dehydrate every cell in their body, and when they rehydrate, it looks like Bruce Banner turning into the Incredible Hulk. We got two Hulks right here, but one of them is in ascendance.
Solomanov has some of the best top game in MMA right now. Like you say, he gives his opponents just those little pockets of space to exert a little bit of energy, and then he breaks them right back down to where he wants them. So intelligent.
And he mentally breaks his opponent. Anything you do to him, he's going to do right back at you. Open me in the head, I'm going to elbow you in the head. Twice, 3 times.
Omar Solomanov showing why he is ranked as the #1 featherweight here in Brave Combat Federation, staking his claim, solidifying more so his claim for that title shot against champion Nemed Abrashitov.
His relentlessness is just a wonder to behold. If you try and hold on, he's going to hit you. You try and escape, he's going to hit you. You try and hit him, he's going to hit you. End is always the same. Scorpion is going to hit you.
Watch out for another pop knee here from Rauan Bekbolat.
Talk about giants. Whoa!
Spinning back fist from the Scorpion.
Think about doing it near me, I'm going to spinning back fist you. Maybe an accidental eye poke there, and that round ends.
This is an incredibly entertaining fight. Carrick, I'm loving every second of this. You're seeing just why this is called mixed martial arts. Now, that might sound like a stupid thing to say to people, but you're really seeing from the way that Omar Solomanov competes, how he blends the wrestling, blends the striking, blends the positional control.
Yeah, first, Phil, you have to be able to do all those different things. Then you have to be able to do them against experts, and then you have to know how to set them up. It is a lot, and this man is a lot, as we're seeing right here. That shot right there would put out a lesser fighter.
For sure.
Uses his avoidance of that jump knee to set up his own takedown, and we know what happens when there's a takedown. You get punched in the face. Thank you very much to Top 10 for that replay.
Realistically, on my unofficial scorecard, we are looking at Omar Solomanov being up 2 rounds. That says to me that Bekbolat's going to come out like a fire has been lit under his backside.
There is such a thing as a 10-7 round in mixed martial arts. In theory, it is hardly ever given out. Even the 10-8s are very, very rare. Should there be a 10-8, it really just would end for a draw. There is essentially no way for Rauan Bekbolat to win this fight without ending it in this round, and he knows it.
Decky Larkin laying down the law here to the corner of Bekbolat. Now they're sitting like 2 little schoolboys who've just been told off for laughing in class. Beautiful leg kick.
Good little feint, trying to get a read, does it again.
Omar Solomanov slaps his leg to say, go on, throw in another one.
They go high.
Now this is where it gets difficult for Omar Solomanov. Bekbolat knows that he's going to try and take him down. So he's going to be on his bike, he's going to move, he's going to defend the takedown, just as we've seen. Now if he could time the likes of one of those scary, scary pop knees just as Omar's coming in, that could completely change the complexion of the fight. Trying to get on the takedown, pulls guard on the guillotine.
He's a very tough person to tap this way, Phil.
Oh, this looks tight though. Is he out? Oh, he's out! Oh my God, he choked him out!
It is over!
Shut the front door. What did we just see, ladies and gentlemen? That is one of the biggest upsets in the history of Brave Combat Federation. Omar Solomanov cruising his way to a decision victory, 2 rounds in the bank. Rauan Bekbolat said, nah, not on my watch.
I am in a state of shock. I am near speechless. I will never, ever again, in my mind, question the strength of Kazakh fighters. I saw that guillotine. I didn't think it was tough enough to do what it did, and I was wrong. What an incredible performance by Rauan Bekbolat, the new #1 contender at featherweight in Brave Combat Federation. Omar Scorpion Solomanov is a true professional. He's standing, had a wry grin on his face for a little while, woke up, knew exactly what happened. He'll be back in here in Brave Combat Federation. He will be back in the Brave Combat Federation cage soon. Didn't end via a devastating knockout, ended via a devastating choke. Couple seconds after, you are just fine. Decky Larkin calling the champ to the center. Phil Campbell, tell us the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Decky Larkin, calls a halt to the action at 45 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner via technical submission due to a guillotine, Rauan